Filipino tennis sensation Alex Eala has inked a huge 3-year contract worth an astounding $45 million with Nike, one of the largest sportswear companies in the world. Yes, you heard correctly. $45 million for a budding tennis player who has been causing a stir. However, this is when things start to get extremely intriguing and, to be honest, quite dramatic. Aryna Sabalenka, the current world number 1, has been with Nike for years, yet they are simultaneously ignoring her while they are laying out the red carpet for Eala. After extensively observing Alex Eala, Nike has come to the conclusion that she is the tennis player of the future, particularly in the Asian market. There have been thousands of people swarming the streets to watch Eala perform, according to reports. Nike realized they needed to move quickly because of the electrifying thrill surrounding her.
Why?
Since there were others who were also interested. Eala was also being actively pursued by New Balance and Adidas, and Nike did not want the events with Coco Golf to happen again. Do you recall when New Balance defeated Nike at Coco Golf? The brand has been kicking themselves ever since that devastating setback. In tennis, golf has emerged as one of the most marketable sportsmen, and Nike allowed her to pass them by. They were resolved to avoid making the same error repeatedly. Thus, when they seized the chance as soon as they saw it with Eala, can you really blame them? 2. There is no denying the hype surrounding Eala
Right now.
Although neither Nike nor Eala's team have officially verified the terms of the contract, several sources claim that it is worth $45 million over 3 years, with potential add-ons that might increase its value even more. Here's the worst part, though. Eala is receiving more than simply a typical endorsement agreement. In Southeast Asia, she is being promoted as Nike's spokesperson. Guys, that's a big deal. In essence, Nike is announcing that Eala will represent them for a whole region, and they are placing a significant wager on her celebrity to increase brand awareness and sales throughout Southeast Asia. Consider what that implies. Nike is making significant investments in Eala's future by providing her with not only cash, but also a platform and a position that entails a great deal of visibility and responsibility. She is receiving the kind of care that only the best players on their team receive, treating her like a celebrity. She receives all the perks that come with being a Nike trademark athlete, including personalized attire, advertising campaigns, and more. Let's discuss the elephant in the room now. Sabalenka Aryna. Sabalenka has been overlooked as Eala receives all of this attention and this enormous deal. And there is no greater striking difference. Sabalenka has been requesting changes to her contract from Nike for years. She has made no secret of her desire for recognition commensurate with her standing as one of the world's best players. Prior to this season, Sabalenka explicitly addressed the subject of wanting a fully original attire that matched her status as the world's top player. She believed Nike should have treated her that way. And yes, regrettably, I don't think the upcoming season will be all that special. However, precisely. Well, but what was said by Nike? No, they said. They stated that they would not grant Sabalenka the recognition she requested.
Give that some time to sink in.
Nike informed Sabalenka, the world number 1 and multiple Grand Slam champion, that she wasn't worth the money for a distinctive costume. Conversely, Nike moved quickly to sign Eala to a huge contract after realizing how popular she was becoming and the excitement she was creating. Isn't the message really obvious? Sabalenka has spent years working for Nike. She is a big title winner. She has consistently topped the ranks. Despite this, Nike refused to give her what she desired. However, a young athlete like Ia, who undoubtedly has amazing promise but hasn't yet attained Sabalenka's level of success, receives a $45 million contract and becomes the face of Nike in a whole region. It's astonishing how disrespectful they are to Sabalenka. But hold on, there's more to this tale, and it becomes even more complicated. According to reports, Nike and Sabalenka's relationship has been declining for some time, and recent occurrences have only made matters worse. Nike will no longer make costumes for Sabalenka, the actress herself has revealed. She has also made it clear that she has been contacting Nike directly in an attempt to persuade them to continue giving her the signature items she has been requesting. However, everything seems to be heading in the wrong direction, and their collaboration may not even last for the remainder of this year. What went wrong then? Well, a number of elements are involved. First, there was Sabalenka's well-publicized defeat at the US Open to Madison Keys. She had a difficult time with that, and it appears Nike wasn't happy with the way things turned out. More importantly, though, were Sabalenka's divisive remarks against Coco Gauff following Gauff's Roland Garros victory. Nike, which places a high importance on its reputation, was not pleased to be linked to the uproar that those remarks caused in the tennis community. Nike has been more and more putting Sabalenka at a distance on and off the court. According to reports, the company is not defending her actions, and as these problems mount, it's becoming obvious that Nike is consciously choosing to distance itself from Sabalenka. Even if it means severing relations with a highly regarded athlete, they are defending their reputation and brand image in the sports industry. However, it doesn't end there. It seems that despite Nike's warnings regarding Sabalenka's behavior and activities, nothing changed. Sabalenka was seen on camera complaining throughout the WTA finals, and following her defeat in the tournament, there are even claims that she was racially insulting Elena Rybakina. Final.
I want to make this obvious now.
These are grave accusations that pose a significant issue if they are accurate. According to reports, Sabalenka's treatment of her opponents throughout the tournament profoundly angered Nike, which was already dissatisfied with a number of aspects of their relationship with her. It appears that these behavioral problems have damaged Nike and Sabalenka's relationship beyond redemption. It becomes clear why Nike could be eager to move on when you take into account the on-court annoyances, the contentious remarks, and the reported abuse of other players. Additionally, Alex Eala's signing, I firmly believe that Nike has decided where they wish to allocate their future financial resources. For Sabalenka, the timing of everything is especially cruel. Imagine yourself in her shoes. You are the greatest person in the world. You have several Grand Slam victories. For years, you've been pleading with your sponsor to grant you the credit you believe you are due, but they continue to refuse. Then, as if overnight, they make a huge change and offer a young player who is extremely good but hasn't yet attained your level of success a huge $45 million contract. That must be painful. Additionally, from Nike's point of view, they are obviously basing their business choice on several elements. Indeed, Eala is creating a lot of buzz and has a lot of promise, particularly in regions where Nike hopes to expand. However, this goes beyond simply having good tennis skills. It concerns public perception, behavior, marketability, and who can best represent the brand going forward. Additionally, Nike has now made it apparent that Eala is a superior investment than Sabalenka. The message is rather apparent to Sabalenka. Nike has moved on. They are putting all of their effort into their new star. Given this enormous contract, it is improbable that Sabalenka would receive a bid that even comes close to what she hoped for. As a matter of fact, her connection with Nike may end altogether. What will happen to Sabalenka next? Music. If her relationship with Nike keeps heading in this direction, she will have to find a new sponsor. Although there are alternative brands, losing a collaboration with Nike is a huge hit to the company's reputation and finances. Eala, on the other hand, has a fantastic opportunity. Now that she has the support of one of the biggest companies in the world, it is her responsibility to fulfill that promise and demonstrate that Nike made the correct decision. The entire situation is completely bizarre, and it will be interesting to observe how the upcoming months will see how everything unfolds. Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Do you believe that Nike made the correct choice? Is Sabalenka receiving unfair treatment? Or did her actions have a role in this circumstance? And how do you feel about Alex Eala landing this big deal? Tell me what you think. For more tennis news and analysis, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you viewing, and I'll see you in the next one.